The Children of the Seven Seas by Samalya Disanayaka. Fiona, Oscar, and Lucy existed within the grim confines of a wretched orphanage. Mrs. Karen, the head mistress, was a tower of a woman with a strict, pale face framed by tight, curly hair. She lorded over the children with an iron fist, pocketing most of the funds meant for their care. One day, desperation birthed a plan in Oscar's mind. He sought out Lucy and Fiona as they scrubbed clothes alongside two other girls. "Lucy, Fiona," he hissed, beckoning them closer. "I have something to tell you." The girls abandoned their chores and rushed to his side. Oscar lowered his voice, whispering his scheme into their ears. The following morning, under the cloak of darkness, the trio crept into Mrs. Karen's office. Fiona handed Oscar a bucket brimming with thick mud. He balanced it precariously above the door, hopping to catch the head mistress unaware. "She's at breakfast, right? She won't be back for a while," Oscar mumbled, double-checking his work. "The head mistress is coming. Be quick," Lucy hissed, her eyes wide with panic. They dove behind a nearby cupboard, hearts pounding. The door creaked open, and the bucket tipped, drenching Mrs. Karen in a cascade of mud. A roar erupted from the woman. She spun around, her eyes landing on the trembling children behind the cupboard. With a guttural cry, she hurled the heavy piece of furniture at them, pinning them against the wall. "You little devils!" she shrieked, dragging them to their rooms. The locks clicked shut, sealing their fate. The next day, Mrs. Karen marched them towards the sea, her grip tight on their arms. They halted before a sign, hammered into the sand. In bold, dark letters it proclaimed, "These children are for sale." Tears streamed down their faces. "Shut up, you little young devils," Mrs. Karen snarled, silencing their sobs. A sudden surge of water crashed over them, sweeping them into the churning waves. Mrs. Karen's head struck a rock, her reign of terror ending abruptly. But the children were not drowned. Instead, they were saved by two magical dolphins. "We're free! We're finally free!" Lucy screamed, the wind whipping her hair around her face. Their journey was long, but the ocean views were breathtaking. "I'm starving!" Fiona moaned, clutching her stomach. In an instant, luxurious food materialized in their hands. Without hesitation, they devoured every last bite. Finally, they reached a tropical island, lush with vibrant vegetation. A monstrous shape emerged from the depths, a gigantic purple octopus. "Attack!" Oscar yelled, charging forward. But instead of fear, a surge of power coursed through them. With a combined force, they unleashed a blast of energy, obliterating the sea monster. The surface of the water rippled, and a magnificent merman emerged, riding the very dolphins that had saved them. "Kids," he said, his voice a gentle rumble, "I am King Neptune, ruler of the seven seas. I brought you here, protected you. I knew you were destined to be protectors, so I tested you. You possess the magic." A chorus of delighted cries erupted from the children. Beautiful mermaids appeared, presenting them with 3 gleaming swords. "I declare you the protectors of the seven seas," King Neptune announced, his voice echoing across the water. And so, Fiona, Oscar, and Lucy remained on the island, guardians of the ocean, their lives forever changed by a bucket of mud and a king from the deep. The children